All right, it's mid-September and I'm ready for my fall application of fertilizer. This time I'm going to be using a product called Down to Earth. It's their acid fertilizer 436. I really like this product. I've used it for a number of years now, especially in the fall, because I like the fact that it has a high percentage of humic acid. And that humic acid, I really believe, helps the microbiology in the container soil mixes to help make the plants just a little bit more hardy, during the winter time. All right, so on these 16 to 18 inch pots, I like to do a half a cup of fertilizer each. I'm using this acid fertilizer. I've got this neat, handy little scoop right here that actually tells you, what a half a cup is and a cup is. It makes it so easy to dish out this organic fertilizer. And I do use an organic fertilizer. So on the 20s, so this one right here is a 20 to the 24s, I'll actually go up to a full cup of fertilizer each. And on a couple of the older ones, I may do even a little bit more than that. First, I'm going to take and put on like in our handy dandy scoop. We're going to first put half a cup, spread it around nice and evenly. Take our half a cup, spread it around nice and evenly around there, and then we'll come back and we'll water that in real good. All right, so here's another one right here. Take it down to the half a cup like that, and then go ahead and spread it around nice and evenly. Okay, that's good. And then we come to the 20, and on the 20, I'm going to do a full cup and spread it around nicely as well. Now on these larger specimen trees, the 20s and the 24s that I have going down the line here, those I like to do a full cup of the fertilizer on. Okay, next we come up on my first real 24-inch container, and that's this multiple budded Bierce Lime Meyer Lemon combination that I have right here. And it's an older plant, so I think we'll probably make sure that it gets a little bit more than a cup and a half. But it's looking good. It's produced a lot of fruit this year. Fruit set on it's real good coming into this next year, so real happy with that. All right, got a full cup for this one. I might even put on just a little bit more, just because this is one of my older containers. So we'll go ahead and get a nice distribution around there. And I think I'll put on maybe roughly about another quarter cup. Just it's very difficult, if not impossible, to over fertilize with organic fertilizer, because remember, you're mostly feeding the microbiology in the soil. So next, this is my roughly about 40-year-old Eureka lemon. Always sets a lot of great fruit, and definitely looking good and full of fruit for this coming season as well. Here you go, another full cup. This one's actually going to get a lot more than a full cup, so get that spread out there nice and even around the base. Okay, and I think I might even go maybe almost another half a cup on this, just because these are much, much older plants, and so I think they stay pretty hungry. All right, then I have my blueberries, and I love my blueberries, and I'm just starting out with some fresh new blueberries here. And this is a 16-inch pot right here, so we'll give it the old half a cup. And next we have the Fuchsia kumquat, one of my favorite kumquats. This is a wonderful plant. It's been around my collection for roughly about 25 years. Always got a great set on it. Looks like it's loaded with fruit this year as well. It's definitely older, so I'm going to give it a generous helping of fertilizer. So looking somewhere in that cup and a half. Let's just say call it cup and a half there. Caracar's got a really, really, really nice set on it this year. Fruit's doing real well, and so it's going to get a generous feeding right now. So probably in that cup and a half right there. Okay, I tell you, you know, when you're feeding these larger container plants, you are going through some fertilizer, and you got to remember that, you know, containers really depend on your fertilizer. So it's really important that for me, it's really important that I get 3 applications of fertilizer on a year for my containers. This is my Oro Blanco, every year loaded with fruit. I don't care how rough this plant has got, and it's seen some rough days, but this Oro Blanco always sets a generous amount of fruit, and so I really try to take good care of the Oro Blanco. It's upwards of 48 years old now, and always gives us a great crop. It is definitely my baby. It'll get a full cup and a half, almost 2 cups. So we'll just give it a generous cup and then a generous half a cup. For some of these plants that I'm growing, they don't really require the pH consideration that like the citrus and the blueberries and even the fruit trees appreciate. So, I'm not as concerned about using an acid fertilizer. So in this case, I'm just going to use a fertilizer for garden bloom, and this is Friends at Kellogg's, and this is an all-purpose fertilizer 444, and that's what I'm going to be giving to my hungry figs and pomegranates right here. So 5 and 7 gallon containers here. I'm just going to go a half a cup each to each one of these containers. A few weeks here, we won't be irrigating anymore, so I want to get this fertilizer that's kind of strained in through the mulch, so that it'll be down already, kind of activating with that first layer underneath the mulch of organic matter. So that's always my goal.